Okay, hi everybody. This is a day in my life, my last day in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Kate Martin's life transformed in just 48 hours, taking her from a bench warmer to the cornerstone of a franchise. Her whirlwind journey began with a draft selection that changed everything when the Golden State Valkyries made their move. Kate didn't hesitate, stepping into a new chapter that would define her career.
Moving on to the Las Vegas Aces, another big storyline in this draft was that Kate Martin was drafted to the Golden State Valkyries.
But why the rush to leave Las Vegas? As we peek into Kate's packed apartment, an empty locker will uncover the real story behind her lightning-fast exit through the lens of her final day in the city. Stick around, because at the end of this video we'll reveal how Kate truly feels about the sudden move and how Caitlin Clark is reacting to it. All the Aces' loss is shaping up to be the WNBA's most talked about gain, so Claire came here to help me pack because she's the best. And so first we went to breakfast. And of course, on the way, we had to listen to the Wicked soundtrack. It's me trying to make a creation with my coffee creamer. I love this breakfast place. It's one of my favorites. So I had to take Claire there and enjoy it one last time. I mean, obviously, hopefully one day I'll come back. But the food was delicious. Kate Martin's Las Vegas apartment was a whirlwind of activity just hours after the expansion draft turned her world upside down. Boxes and suitcases were scattered across the floor as Kate raced against the clock to pack up her life. Her girlfriend Clay Grandy pitched in, tossing clothes into bags and carefully wrapping up motos. Together they rented a U-Haul van, a stark reminder of how quickly everything was changing. Kate paused for a moment, taking in the chaos around her. This is really happening, she thought, a mix of excitement and nerves bubbling up inside her.
We had to go get boxes to start packing up my apartment, and Claire was amazing with this. She was an awesome help. And then U-Haul, if you know, you know. Sydney, my marketing manager, was a huge help through this whole process as well.
But there was no time to dwell. Kate had to clear out her locker at the Aces practice facility. As she stepped into the familiar space, one last time a wave of emotions washed over her. Memories of hard work, camaraderie, and growth filled the room, making the moment bittersweet. Next, we headed over to the facility, and I had to clean out my locker. This was really bittersweet. This is kind of when everything hit me when I walked in the gym and realized this is not where I'll be practicing anymore, but I am super excited for the next chapter. She carefully packed up her gear, each item a keepsake of her rookie season. The sound of packing tape echoed through the empty gym as Kate sealed the last box. Taking a final look around, she soaked in the memories of the place where her WNBA journey began. Back at her apartment, her phone buzzed with messages from teammates offering their support as the sun set on Vegas. Kate met up with her favorite Aces teammates for one last dinner. Laughter and tears filled the evening as they reminisced about the season and wished her well. It was a bittersweet celebration, overflowing with love and heartfelt goodbyes. Got to hang out with Kia and Alicia, and it was so good to see them and say a little see you later to them. Not goodbye, of course, but the show was super awesome. And afterwards we went on the roller coaster. Claire was nervous, but we had so much fun. But what was driving Kate's rush to leave as she booked her one-way ticket to San Francisco? The answer became clear. This wasn't just about joining a new team. It was about a fresh start. It was a chance to prove herself on a bigger stage. In her final moments in the city, Kate shared a TikTok, her excitement palpable as she exclaimed, "See you later, Las Vegas. Can't wait for the next chapter."
Brittany Colson said, "I told Kate not to join the show, and here she goes." Alicia Clark said, "Damn money," with a crying face emoji. And then Chelsea Gray simply said, "Money, Mark."
As Kate locked up her empty apartment, she reflected on how drastically her life had changed in just 48 hours. With her belongings packed and her heart full of anticipation, she set off toward San Francisco, ready to spread her wings with the Valkyries. One chapter was closing, but an even more thrilling one was about to begin. Kate Martin was leaving Las Vegas, not as a bench player, but as the potential face of a brand new franchise. The Golden State Valkyries were waiting, and Kate couldn't get there fast enough as a fan favorite. And even though she didn't play too many minutes with the Aces last season, everyone loves Kate, and there was an uproar on Twitter when she got chosen by the Valkyries. Kate Martin's whirlwind journey was about to take an even more exciting turn. The expansion draft had arrived, bringing with it a golden opportunity that would change everything for the young basketball star. Enter the Golden State Valkyries, the WNBA's newest franchise, on the hunt for players who could not only make an impact on the court, but also help establish a competitive culture from the ground up, and who caught their eye none other than Kate Martin.
I am happy to see Kate go to Golden State, however, because she definitely needs to be a part of a growing team, maybe not an already established one. And there are so many great things about Kate's game, and it seems like she's just a hard worker at that, and she is willing to step into any role that she needs to play on whatever team that will be. So I think that she'll do great next season, hopefully get more minutes and start finding her own.
But why Kate? What made her stand out among a sea of talented players? It wasn't just her skills on the court. The Valkyries saw something special in Kate. It was her unique combination of potential work ethic and that intangible quality that turns good players into great ones. Coach Natalie Nas, who had worked with Kate during her time with the Aces, knew exactly what she was getting. We picked the best players that fit our culture, Nas explained. In Kate, she fit like a glove. As news of Kate's selection spread, fans went wild. Social media buzzed with excitement, with one fan tweeting,
"Seen it with Kate Martin and how celebrated she has been since being selected by the Valkyries. She is now the face of the Golden State Valkyries, I think it's fair to say."
But Kate's journey to this pivotal moment didn't start with the expansion draft. To truly understand how she got here, we need to rewind the clock back to where it all began, back to Iowa, where young Kate Martin first entered onto the court and started dreaming of WNBA stardom. If you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know watching this video takes some of your time, and we truly appreciate you. Now back to the action. Really just goes to show you the impact that Iowa team has had.
Martin is a needle mover in that sense. She's popular. Her fans feel an attachment to her. So when she goes to Golden State, you can expect that apparel to move, because anyone who wants a Valkyries jersey, you're going to have the Kate Martin fans who buy it. You're going to have the Iowa fans who buy it. And then you're going to have the people who want to support the Valkyries who buy it.
And we'll have going forward, of course, Caitlin Clark was the face of it, is the face of the WNBA, is the face of women's basketball, is arguably the face of basketball, and the face of sports right now in America. From the fields of Iowa to the bright lights of Las Vegas, Kate Martin's journey took an unexpected detour. How did a player who never expected to be drafted end up as a fan favorite? Let's rewind to Kate's college days.
It just goes to show you the impact that Iowa team has had and will have going forward. Of course, Caitlin Clark was the face of it, is the face of it, is the face of the WNBA, is the face of women's basketball, is arguably the face of basketball and the face of sports right now.
At Iowa, picture this: Kate Martin, a standout forward for the Hawkeyes, averaging an impressive 1 points and 8 rebounds per game in her final season. Her performance didn't go unnoticed, earning her second team All Big Ten honors. But it wasn't just her stats that made Kate special. It was her chemistry with teammate Caitlin Clark that really set her apart. Kate and Caitlin were more than just teammates. They were best friends both on and off the court. Their connection was electric, leading Iowa to new heights. But as draft day approached, Kate faced a big question: would her college success translate to the pros? Now here's where things get really interesting. Draft night arrives, and Kate is there to support her bestie Caitlin. She's not even thinking about her own prospects. But then out of nowhere, the Las Vegas Aces call her name as the 18th overall pick. Can you believe it? With the 18th in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Las Vegas Aces select Kate Martin. Joining the Aces meant a big change for Kate. Suddenly she was up against stronger, quicker opponents. It was a challenge, no doubt about it, but Kate was ready to prove herself. Her rookie season with the Aces was a roller coaster. Kate played in 34 out of 40 games, averaging 6 points and 6 rebounds and 5 minutes per game. Not bad for a rookie, right? But here's the thing: her playing time was all over the place, because I know a lot of fans online just wanted to see her away from the Aces. Just when you're looking at the playing time and the personnel on that team and the role that Kate Martin had, and where she fell in the pecking order, it's a hard at first. Kate was getting decent minutes. She even earned the nickname Money Martin for always being in the right place at the right time. Fans were loving her hustle and heart. But then things started to change. As the season went on, Kate's role on the team began to shrink. She went from being a regular contributor to spending more time on the bench. It was tough watching from the sidelines as her teammates battled on the court. I feel sad that Kate Martin also hasn't gotten as much playing time the second half of the season. I feel like she deserves more, or maybe she deserves a different team, but Kate Martin isn't one to give up as her rookie season came to a close. She knew one thing for sure. She had a lot more to give with limited playing time. Kate set her sights on the offseason. It was time to level up and prove that she belonged in the WNBA. The question was, how would Kate transform herself from bench player to starter going to the Valkyries with a coach that she was familiar with? Because, of course, the coach of the Valkyries was an assistant on the Aces, and Martin said in her interview she would run through a wall for her. I think fans can fully get on board with the idea of pulling for her and rooting for her and supporting her, full-fledged, because she is one of the faces, if not the face of that franchise. While some players use the offseason to rest, Kate Martin decided to completely reinvent herself. Her trainer calls it expressing strength explosively, but fans are calling it something else entirely. As the final buzzer sounded on the AC of season, Kate Martin's real work was just beginning. She entered the off-season with fierce determination to prove herself. No more bench warming, no more dwindling minutes. Kate was ready to show the WNBA what she could really do. It'll be interesting to see, though, how she backs it up with her play. What can she do with a bigger role, with more responsibility, with more pressure in a sense? But could a few months of training really overcome her rookie year setbacks? Kate wasn't leaving anything to chance. She was preparing for her day in the unrivaled women's basketball league set to kick off in January. This meant honing her agility, body control, and quick decision-making skills. Kate was determined to come back stronger than ever, ready to make her mark.